Good morning and welcome. Happy Friday, everybody. My name is Paul Church from Clarity Craft here in the UK.
And my name is Louise Island.
So we're here to keep you company for an hour, but it's a rather special day today.
It is.
Apart from being Friday the 13th, which, if you're tuning in, is very lucky.
It's a very lucky day.
Because we've got lots to share with you today, but it is also Barbara's birthday.
It is.
So I'm sure many of you have already wished Barbara a happy birthday. And Barb and Dave have gone away for a nice weekend break. So they went yesterday morning.
Yeah.
And they're back on Monday evening.
Nice.
So a nice little break. They've gone to Madeira.
Wow.
And before they went, we were checking the weather to see what it was like. The weather was wrong.
Oh.
It said it wasn't going to be very nice, but Barb texted me yesterday and said it was really warm.
Oh.
So packed all the
They got it wrong.
the wrong things. So apparently it's Martine's son's birthday as well. Many happy returns to your son. So yeah, Gilly is in the room with you this afternoon. This afternoon, it's morning.
It is.
It's morning. Gilly is in the room with you this morning.
You know why? Because we're usually together 2 p.m. on a Tuesday afternoon.
That's it. I'll go with that option. So if you've got any questions, she is there to help. She'll put the link into our show page. But not only is it Friday the 13th, and it's also Barb's birthday, but we also kicked off Barbara's birthday bash.
We did.
So for those of you that subscribe to our emails that we send out about different things, let me just, I've got my volume on, I better turn that off. 20% off all things Clarity, Groovy,
Nice.
Pergamano, accessories, fresh cut dyes. There are exclusions. I mean, it doesn't cover sort of like open day tickets, retreats, workshops, club subscriptions, and anything that we've released recently.
Yeah.
And it's just everything that we sort of manufacture or label ourselves that's included in that 20% off. That offer runs, it started at midnight last night, and that runs until midnight on Monday.
Perfect.
So it's a 4-day celebration of all things Barbara and Clarity. And if you did also read the email, then there is also, I'm going to pop this on the overhead. So hopefully we've got this in the right position. Let me just zoom in on that. There we go. So each day, there is an opportunity for you to win a piece of signed artwork from Barbara.
Brilliant.
Okay, so there'll be 4 different winners, 1 per day. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And all you need to do is place an order of £50 or more. It doesn't have to be sale items. It can be anything. So if you wanted to purchase a retreat or a workshop or a club subscription, as long as that basket is over £50 when you check out, you will automatically be entered for a chance to win a piece of signed artwork.
Wonderful.
So there we go. So it's all about give, give, give. 20% off, a chance to win a signed piece of artwork from Barbara. And also during this hour and 2 o'clock, we're going to give something away as well, aren't we?
We are.
So, but we'll come to that a little bit later. I can see we have some friends in the room now. So let's have a look. Where are we going to start? Not only are we celebrating Barb's birthday bash with 20% off, but we're also celebrating Japan throughout the month of March. We have our, I forgot, also the product of the month.
Yes.
You'll get double points still on anything if you pop one of those items in there. So we celebrate. So what we thought we'd do, we'd have a look at 2 really nice collections. One from Linda Williams, which is part of a larger collection, and then some designs that Barbara came up with that are great for mini makes, but also learning different skill sets as well.
Yeah, these are perfect for white work, colour,
absolutely,
pattern building, all of that kind of stuff.
So what we'll do, we'll bring some details up on the screen for you to show you what we've got on offer. All of these items have 20% off because they're part of Barb's birthday bash. So let's have a look. Where should we start? Okay, start at the beginning. It's often a good place.
Very good place to start.
It is. So the first item we have for you is Linda's Layering Frame Set 3. And this is the Oriental A4 square and A5 square groovy plate collection. Now, we'll explain about the idea behind the layering, but you've got 3 A4 square plates. So you can see the first one is the geisha, the next one is the pagoda, and then the one underneath the pagoda is a A5 square. It's called a companion plate. Okay, so it has a really nice verse on it, and it also has decorative corners. And then the one to the left of that is what we call our dotted design. So all of this is made up of a series of dots to create a really nice effect, something a little bit different.
Yeah, they look really, really nice with the little dotty effects as the
They
borders.
do indeed. So the normal price for this is £70.46. With Barb's birthday bash, 20% discount, you're going to be saving £14.09, bringing it down to £56.37. But if you belong to any of our clubs, then you'll also get your discount on that as well. So if you belong to one club, that price comes down to £50.73. 2 clubs, 12.5% saving, bringing it down to £49.32. And finally, all 3 clubs, 15%, and that brings it down to £47.91. So as it says in the title, this is set 3. So we will have a look at the other 5 sets that Linda came up with in this. So, and there's some amazing elements to them that you can mix and match across the whole collection of 6.
Yes.
Everything is in the show page, available as bundles, individually. They're also, the individual plates have got 20% off as well. So it all depends on how much you want to spend. So that's the first item we're going to be focusing on in this hour. Then the second one is item number 42475. This is Barbara's Japanese floral tile sampler, A4 groovy plate duo. And you did these in one of the Groovy Tuesdays, didn't you, Louise?
We did, yeah. We actually did 2 Groovy Tuesday projects with these plates, one after the other.
Okay, so we'll talk about those a little bit later. You've got a £10.40 saving, bringing it down to £41.58 plus your club discounts. Now, when we're working with larger plates, we have a couple of plate mates.
Yes.
Because if you're working right to the edge, you don't want to lean over the edge, crease your parchment. So the first option we have for you is the alphabet and numbers A4 square groovy plate mate with extenders and groovy tabs. Now, the idea behind this is that when you look at there, you've got the alphabet, around there you've got the numbers. So that will house your A4 square plates.
Yes.
And then to the right of that, you've got what we call our extender bars. So these are the letter boxes. And when you put those, because this big square one comes in 2 parts.
It does.
Doesn't it? Which you've got your one here. You've got the dotted one, haven't you? We're going to look at. So
yeah.
we'll have a look at that in a moment. And then you've got your groovy tabs. So you've got your 20% saving on that, bringing it down to £20.19. But if you like lots of dots, then this was a design that Josie Davison came up with. Item number for this is 41768. £4.40 saving, bringing it down to £17.59. So that is also an A4 square and an A4 plate mate as well, because you've got those 2 little extenders in there as well.
Yes.
Now, we sort of kicked off the birthday celebrations earlier in the week with a special offer on some of our sticker books.
Oh, yes.
So with these, because it is Barb's 67th birthday, we have a 67% discount on these. The first one is Barbara's Word sticker collection, £9 and 4 pence saving, bringing it down to £4.45. But there's no club discount on this.
No.
So the 4 sticker books I'm going to show you, there's no club discount because you have that amazing 67% discount.
And those are perfect for any project that you're doing, isn't it?
Yeah, journaling, card making, scrapbooking, parching. Yeah, really great. Then we have our Feel Good Factor Word sticker collection, item number 31048. That same 67% saving. Then we have our Kiss Word sticker collection by Barbara Gray. Item number 31323, 67% saving. And then finally, we have Leonie's Word sticker collection. Item number 30834, the same 67% saving.
Every time I see this book, I always see the word donut.
Donut. I see doodle.
You see doodle?
I see doodle. I can see donut now. And then we have 4 different products of the month to share with you. So pop any of these next 4 items in your basket and it automatically unlocks double loyalty points for the whole of your basket. So if you're going to take advantage of Barb's birthday bash and you haven't seen our product of the month yet, then this is that perfect opportunity. Item number 12304, this is Barbara's Floral Hearts A5 stamp and mask set. Then we have Barbara's Rose and Petunia Floral Hearts 7x7 stencil duo, item number 01119. Then we have our Groovy option, item number 42621. So this is Barbara's Floral Hearts A6 Groovy plate and spacer. And then finally, your 4th option, which will unlock your double points on your basket, item number 42624, which is the Rainbow Duo Parchment and Paper Pastel Rainbow. So any of those go into your basket. As I say, it is double points. Okay. Oh, I'll stop talking. I won't stop talking. So if you've just joined us recently, we're celebrating Barb's birthday today. For the next 4 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday and Monday. We have 20% off all things Clarity, Groovy, Pergamano, Clarity accessories. There's lots of opportunities. If you've had something on your list and you're thinking, now may be the perfect opportunity to do so.
Definitely.
Then we're also going to be doing on a daily basis, any baskets that are over £50 will go in for a draw to win a signed piece of Barb's artwork.
Yep.
Okay, so 4 opportunities to take part if you wish to. And then during this hour, we're going to have a giveaway as well.
Yeah.
And the giveaway for this hour is going to be one of our 123 online workshops.
Yes.
So when a winner is chosen, I'll tell you a bit later what you need to do to take part. I mean, tuning in live helps because it's only going to be drawn during the live hour. And you can choose from the 123 foundation, the white work, the colour, or your perforating course. And they have a value of £60. But we'll have a look at that a little bit later. The next thing I want to share with you before we get started is those other 5 collections from Linda Williams. So we'll look at these on the overhead. They're all in the show page. And Linda's artwork, I remember when she first started, she had this idea in her head about layering and the different options. And then she released 6 different collections, with the Oriental one being the 3rd one. But it all started with Christmas.
Yes.
So what we'll do, we'll have a look on the overhead. So if we move that out of the way, Lou, there we go. And I reckon we're going to come there. So your Christmas collection is for the, let me have a look. Okay, so you got the collection, which gives you 3 A4 square plates, just like it does on the side of the screen. Also available individually. And you've got that 20% saving on the collection and the individual plates. So this was a Christmas post box.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
I know. Look at all the detail, the little robin, the post box.
And if you probably go onto the layering collection on the website, you'll see some really lovely artwork on these lovely pieces as well. Really, really.
It's never too early to get started on Christmas.
That's true.
Then we have our Christmas church scene. Now the church is perfect for weddings.
Yes.
Because as we know, take the Christmas tree out, or you could take out the little circles and then take the star off, and it's just a fir tree, isn't it? In the churchyard.
Yeah, definitely. That's lovely.
And you've got all these little houses all
I
the way
know,
around.
so cute.
Excuse me. Then we have the third plate in this collection, and this is where we're talking about the dotty design. So I'm going to come in really close on this so you can see. This is, for me, this reminds me of, is it like embroidery? You know, that type of effect, that tapestry.
Yes.
Tapestry, that's the word I'm looking for. So this was so, I remember when Linda put this collection together, because she plotted all the dots, and then poor Mr. Jim had to replot them to sort of, so that obviously, because when we manufacture, if the dots are too close, they come together on the lasers.
Of course.
So yeah, so that is your dotted A4 square plate in that collection. And then finally, we have our companion plate, which is an A5 square. And if you turn that one like that, you've got a Christmas tree.
Oh, yes.
The only reason I know that is because someone on the design team did it. So it's not just a corner, it is also a Christmas tree.
Can you read that without singing it?
I'm not going to read it. No singing today. Then we have our Tuscany collection. So the collection for Tuscany is item number 42209. Individually, that plate is 42154. It has that same 20% saving. So if you went for the collection of 3 A4 square plates and an A5 square plate, you're saving £14.09. I love this pattern.
It is a really beautiful pattern. And I know several of the design team have cut all of this out. And it's really intricate when it's all cut out.
But you've got your focal point in the middle, and you can this centerpiece can go in any of the frames.
It can.
That's the way in which Linda designed them. Then we have our next one, item number 421. I love this frame.
Absolutely.
And
beautiful.
This frame as well.
Yes. Both really useful. And if you wanted to just keep the lovely leafy design and leave the lines out if you wanted to, that would look also really lovely too.
So that is your third one. And then we have our Tuscany balcony dotted.
Look at all
those dots. If you really want to lose yourself for a couple of hours,
go dotty.
And go dotty, because you don't need to think about it. It's all done for you on the plate.
Yeah, it's not like you have to plot it with your A5 grid or anything.
No.
And then you're thinking, oh, I've lost it.
Absolutely. And then the fourth plate in that collection, the poppies, the cornflower, count the meadow by the flowers and not the weeds that grow. I said, I'm not going to read anymore. Then we have our Greek collection. So this one is the Santorini. And I mean, look at these frames.
So, yeah, it's what I remember as a little girl when I went to Greece. I remember this pattern. It was.
I know.
It's just the pattern that I remember when going to Greece. It's beautiful.
So you've got your little Santorini scene on the inside, but you can choose. Yeah, I mean, you can choose. You could just take that element there, couldn't you, with the flowers in the vases.
Beautiful.
Then we have the windmills of Mykonos.
Again, I love this.
Now this one's quite clever because you've got half a frame there and half a frame here. So you can take that as it comes, or you can do a complete circle with this design, or a complete circle with that one.
That's a really clever idea, actually, because you're getting 2 for 1 then, aren't you? Or 3 for 1.
Yeah, if you do it as it comes, then if you do that one, then oh wow, this is the dotted lemon tree.
Wow.
Look at that.
Look at all those dots.
I know. The dots on the lemon tree are going to come in are crazy.
Again, like you say, all of these dotty frames or frames can be used with any of the designs. You know, say you have all of the layering plates at home, the amount of mix and matching between all of these.
Yeah, and you've got a combination of circular and square. Then you've got this lemon.
Yes.
All the lemons.
I love the little lemons.
Eat, sleep, travel, repeat. There we go. Then the next one in the collection is the countryside. This is a really nice frame. I like this frame.
Yes.
And it's nice that you've got it in 2 different sizes as well.
I know. So if you wanted to make a smaller card, you know. But the nice thing is with these plates is that you can make big cards, but you can also make small little mini makes as well.
Yeah.
it gives you that variety of sizes. So, you know, if you wanted just like a little 6x6 card, you've got that. Or if you wanted to make a bigger, more
8x8
piece, then you can.
Yeah. So the collection for the countryside is 42161, individually 42143. Then we have the country card. Now this frame around here reminds me of like a quilt.
Yes. Like an embroidery quilt.
Yeah. And so great for a new home.
Yes.
I mean, look at that house. Isn't that wonderful?
I know. If I had, like, I would put the house at the front and then have the fields at the back and make a scene with it.
You'd make a scene, would you, Louise?
Make a scene.
You'd make a scene. I'm sure you're not capable of making a scene. And then we have the dotty snowdrops, which is perfect for this time of the year. I love
these dots. It's so beautiful.
You've got little hearts in there.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
And then we have its companion plate, which you've got crocuses on there, primrose.
Perfect. If you've done the enhanced pencil course, to be able to do all of this on the front, that would look absolutely stunning.
Yes, it would, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And then finally, the last one in the collection is the Celtic collection. Item number 42222. 20% saving on that, bringing it down to £56.37.
Nice thing about this is that you've got different corners. They're not all the same corners. You've got different ones to.
And that harp is.
I know.
And then you have the waterfall, the Celtic waterfall with that Celtic sort of knot on there.
The nice thing is you've got the Celtic plates, so you've got them in square and you've got the circle as well. So that's always handy.
Yeah. And this one.
Oh, wow.
Look at that, the dotted Celtic knot.
Stunning.
You could get lost in it, couldn't you? How many different frames you could get out of that?
I know. With, you know, just maybe if you just wanted the middle part, or you wanted the outside of here.
Or you've got just the scallopy. That's a technical word, scallopy.
The scallopy.
On the outside, you've got corners.
You've got corners that you could use.
Yeah.
These little designs.
And then finally, you have your companion plate.
Perfect.
So you've got your thistle, you've got your daffodil, you've got your clover, tartan. Yeah. So that's your Irish blessing. So the item number for that is 42207. So they're the other 5 collections in the series of 6 that Linda designed. Should I take those and put those over here? There we go. I'm going to put that onto there. So let's have a look at the Oriental collection.
Yes.
Okay. We'll look at the plates first, just like we have done there. Details are on the side of the screen. It's really hard to choose out of those 5 collections
a favourite.
I know. And what's nice is that because even the individual plates have that 20% saving, you could say, right, well, I like this one from here and I want that one from there. So in a way, you could build your own collection.
You could do.
And it's all about the frames for me, as well as the wonderful artwork on the inside. So this is your first one. So we'll have a look at, so this is the geisha. Wow. And this is your demonstration for this afternoon, isn't it? You're going to do that one this afternoon. Yes. On that one. Okay. Then we've got the pagoda. And
again, those borders are beautiful as well.
Just make sure not necessarily Oriental. I mean, you've got that sort of entwined offset square that you can fill with anything.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'd use that for any design.
Yeah.
I mean, it fits Oriental very well, but also it can be any.
And then we have our dotted fan on that one.
I love this design. That is so beautiful.
So you can't. It's really difficult to have favourites, isn't it?
It is.
And then you've got your blossom companion. I mean, look at that. I like the little dangly bit on there as well.
Very, very useful.
If you turn it upside down, I've just turned it upside down. They're like little flowers individually. Did them individually, like a little. I just saw that.
Cute.
Yeah. Okay. So that is the Oriental collection, which the details are on your screen now. Now, there's so much artwork here.
There is.
How is it? we'll show you some, and then we'll have a look at more this afternoon, because we're going to be looking at the same collection this afternoon. So I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'll pass those to Louise, and she will talk you through those. I'm going to do the same on the others.
Lovely. So we've got the lovely gold, black and red, which looks very, very oriental to me, doesn't it? And you've got several layers here as well. So this one is on 1, 2, 3 different layers. And this one was done by Carol Baker.
Wow.
Gorgeous.
And you know that foiling technique that you did with the sticky ink and our hot foil?
Yes. That would
you'd be able to do that on there, wouldn't you?
Definitely. Yeah, that would look stunning, because that would give you a really lovely mirror foil effect, wouldn't it? And this is gorgeous. Who's done this one? Julie Campbell. Beautiful. A little bit of glitter here and there. Looks lovely. Lovely decorative edge as well. Absolutely gorgeous. And then who's done this one? This one is Carol Pankstello.
So that's just using the frame, isn't it?
Just the frame for a birthday card, and then using this lovely designer paper behind. Really looks gorgeous. Really beautiful, and this lovely dotty effect as well. And lastly, this one is Carol Baker again, and this is really beautiful on pink.
Pretty in pink, yeah.
So gorgeous. Lovely little bit of the dotty effect here, and then using those little flowers from the plate as well.
Yeah.
Really gorgeous.
So that is some from the geisha plate, and then we'll have a look at the pagoda. The pagoda's there. We'll do this. We'll swap this way. We'll go that, and I'll put that at the bottom of the pile, so we know we've looked at those.
So this one is Glynis Whitehead. I don't know why I looked, because Glynis
has those fancy corner punches, doesn't she?
And then the next one is Josie Davison. They're gorgeous. Again, you could use the foil,
the foiling, yeah,
on little elements here and there. It's so gorgeous. Just using the frame of the Oriental plate.
And Josie's replaced the pattern inside with some grid work.
Yeah, really beautiful. And then, oh wow, this is Frances Knott. Sorry, isn't that gorgeous? Just hasn't used the actual frame part of it, just used it as a corner, which is really lovely. And then the little round dotty effect there. Stunning. Nice is an understatement. Nice. And then this one is Karen Jackson. This is lovely.
So that's just using the scene, isn't it?
Yeah. And then using some of your grids that you've got at home.
Okay, we'll speed up a little bit now. Karen Jackson, this is with the dotted fan. So small piece. I think that's a 6x6 card blank. Real tassel on your fan.
Love it.
This one's Carol Baker, a trio of fans.
That's beautiful.
This one is Linda Williams. I love this.
That's a clever use.
It's like a tie, isn't it?
That's beautiful.
Yeah. And then from the companion plates, I mean, obviously they all work together. This one is, if I give you those ones so we don't get the piles mixed up. This one, rainbow parchment.
Yes, Rose Garden.
Rose Garden.
That's beautiful.
Imagine this in the new product of the month, the pastel rainbow.
Yes, yeah, that would look
Glynis. So she's used a smaller frame. She's built her own scene.
Using the little companion paper plate at the front, and then using the lady with the kimono. Carol Baker
on the lemon sorbet sunrise parchment.
That white work is stunning.
I know. The design team are absolutely wonderful. And then this one is Frances.
Wow.
Look at that.
It's beautiful.
Wow. I know. It's sort of like you look at it and you
we're always blown away.
I know.
Wow.
Right. So let's have a look at Barb's Japanese tile sampler. So we've got 2 A4 plates. The duo is 42475. Let me just change the details on the screen for you. I'm just putting these back in the right piles. He says put them in the wrong piles. These are A4 plates, and each of them have 6 panels on them, where you can interchange them, you can mix and match. Perfect for your little mini makes.
They are perfect for elements that you're going to put on larger cards. the centres of things. You could have the centres on this and then use some of your layering frames around the outside if you wanted to. But this is nice. This is the duo is 42475, and then this one here is 42463, and then you have this other one, this other design. These are beautiful as well. I used this element in Groovy Tuesday a lot in the border, but this one's 42464. So these are really beautiful. So, and all of these elements, these can be used as like your outer borders, or you can be used as backgrounds. Really, really beautiful.
Okay, so they are available individually, as Louise said, and they also have the 20% discount on. So if we stick with this plate here, let's have a look at a little bit of artwork for that one. So this one is from Carol Pankstello. So you can see, just using that one.
Sentiments, and then this.
Of course, yeah, because they've got sentiments on them as well, haven't they? I'd forgotten about those.
Always very, very useful.
Yeah.
You can use them with the box or without the box.
Yeah, I like that. And then using the grid. Then this one is from Glynis.
Wow, and that's
the circular grids.
This part here.
Yeah, and then this one, Jill Askham.
Lovely.
So that's using that one again, and then extending it.
Yes.
So you've got a really nice sort of flower look, haven't you?
Pattern building.
Yeah. Then if we go to the other plate, and then I'll swap those out with you. There we go. Okay. So this one is Karen Jackson. So right, let's find this one.
It was there, wasn't it? That one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
And she's double layered it as well. So you've
got it look different, coloured. I'm thinking,
yeah.
Where's that one from? This one is from Julie Campbell. Right, let's find that one. I think that one's at the bottom middle.
Yeah.
There we go. That one. Then this one from Karen Jackson. Okay. On that one. And then finally this one from Josie Davidson.
Which is this one.
Wow.
They're beautiful, aren't they?
Goodness me.
Stunning.
Okay. Right.
Shall I show the Groovy Tuesday projects?
Yes. Yeah.
So,
let me just put these in the right piles. I'm going to get confused. Doesn't take much to confuse me.
So if any of our friends are new to Groovy Tuesday, it's every morning at 10 a.m.
On a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday. Groovy Tuesday. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, so the first one I think we did was, tell me.
The turquoise, yeah.
Turquoise. Okay, here we go. So this was the first one we did, and this is episodes 182 to 186.
Okay.
So if you wanted to have a look.
On that one.
We used this one mainly in a few elements.
Yeah.
And then the pink one is episode 187 to 193.
Wow.
So if you wanted to follow along any of those projects from this plate here, so you can see I use that little flower. I love that little flower.
Nice.
In that one.
So they're all available via our YouTube page. You just go to YouTube and you type in claritystamp.com or claritycrafts.com. And then when you go into the page, you can just search for Groovy Tuesday. So you can put Groovy Tuesday episode 182, and it'll bring you to the beginning of that turquoise one. And then if you type in Groovy Tuesday episode 187, it'll bring you to the first one of the pink one.
Yeah.
So, right. Okay. Right. So I think we're halfway through now. So what we're going to do, Louisa's, this was a piece of artwork that Linda Williams created.
Yes.
And I remember doing it on TV. I think Linda may have done it herself when we was on the old Create and Craft at Oundle.
Yes.
And Linda may have done it herself. I can't remember. I could just about remember this morning, let alone back then. But I know that I would have done it, I think, on one of our Clarity TV shows.
Yeah.
I may have done it on TV, but I like to play with the colours.
Yes.
So there's lots of different things that we're going to share with you during the course of this show in relation to this piece of artwork, because we know with Groovy, we'll never get, if we had 4 hours, that would still be a struggle to do an amazing piece of artwork.
Yeah.
So Louise is going to talk through different parts of it. We do have our digital download. So if you go to our catch up and craft area on the website, you'll find the video for today's show. You'll find underneath there's a link that will take you to the products if you're watching it afterwards. And then there's also a download using this particular card. Now, before we go into that, because I know some friends, especially on a Friday, like to go and do shopping and stuff like that. I mean, with the weather like it is today, you might want to stay in and do some online shopping.
Good idea.
A part of Barb's birthday bash. Just saying. So, in order to be in with a chance to win the giveaway for this hour, which, if you've recently joined it, is going to be, you can choose one of the 4 different 1, 2, 3 online workshops. You can choose the foundation, you can choose the white work, you can choose the colour, or you can choose the perforating and picot cutting. Whoever we pick the name out at random wins. They will contact me and then we'll discuss which course you would like to sign up to. So in order to be entered into that, all you have to do, you need to think of a word. What word did we say?
Party.
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 Just put party in the comments below, and then what we'll do at the end, I'll go back and I'll scroll back, and then I'll close my eyes, and then I'll pick a winner, so to speak. Okay, so let's have a look at this piece of artwork. And what I'm going to come in, I think, let's try this one. Okay, so I mean, look at this.
Isn't that stunning?
I mean, there's no words.
I know.
But you know what? It's achievable.
It is
because
achievable.
I look at that and I think, no way.
Yeah, your first impressions are, oh my gosh.
No.
How do I start with that?
Yeah, and you know what gave me the confidence, Louise, to be able to do that? I mean, when I did the demo on this, I had to play with colours and stuff, and but your enhanced pencil work course,
yes,
in our workshop, online workshop area on the website, that would definitely give me the confidence. But I would do it without the white lines now.
Yeah.
I would have the confidence to do that. So this is an amazing piece of artwork that Linda has created. And I say, Louise has got the digi download underneath, so you can see. So that's your digi download. Japanese pagoda, so it gives you the time and the date of the show, what was made, and then underneath you've got a list of ingredients that we use. And I would say most of the stuff in there, bar the polychromos, I reckon, are in Barb's birthday bash with 20% off.
Yes.
I reckon most of that will have that 20% discount. I reckon.
Yes.
So, okay.
Good. Lovely. So that's where we're heading.
So don't forget, party in the comments.
Party, party. Okay, so I've got my A4 plate mate here. Move those out of the way. Oh, hello. And I've got my groovy tabs here. I'm going to have to move this over a little bit. So what I do with my A4 is I just...
So this is where it comes to you in 2 parts, doesn't it?
Because, it does.
I mean, that is like a 12 by 12 piece of size of acrylic.
If you sent it in the mail, it'd probably snap if it was like that.
It would indeed, yes.
Especially the way that it gets slung around.
Well, I don't suppose many of our friends at home would have a letterbox that size.
No. You'd have to open up to all your goodies.
Yeah.
If anybody's like me, then the size of the parcel wouldn't go through the letterbox.
No, this is true.
Okay, so we're going to start off with this plate here. So it's nice and nested in here. So this plate here, as you can see, it's a very, very large area. So that would make a really, really stunning 8 by 8 or even a 9 by 9 kind of scrapbook piece. This is so beautiful. However, you've got a large square around the outside, but as you can see here, Linda's
zoom in on that.
Yeah. Linda's just moved the frame in a little bit so it can then be made into a slightly smaller card.
Yes.
So ever so slightly, but you can see the gap here is a lot less than the gap on the plate. So I just wanted to show you, this is my little bit of line art. So I've got my last little bit here, getting dizzy.
I'll zoom back out now.
Oh yeah. There we go. So it's down here. Let me move that up a bit. So what I can do is I can make sure that the line here.
Yeah.
So I know that that will be straight because.
So don't think that your picture is out of focus. It's because Louise has got it offset. It looks like double vision, doesn't it?
It does look like double vision.
We will be having a different giveaway at 2 o'clock.
Perfect.
As well. I've just got to work out what it is yet.
Like
but it'll be something rather lovely.
Of course it will. There we go. So then I'm going to use my number 2 because, as you can see in the card, Linda has added some lovely white work in the border.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to use my number 2.
It's all about party here at Clarity. We've got Barb's birthday bash with 20% off all things groovy, Pergamano, Clarity, stamps, stencils, dies, Clarity accessories until midnight on Monday. We're doing a daily giveaway of a piece of signed artwork from Barb, because Barb, obviously it's her birthday, so she wants to, it's weird, isn't it? Barb's a giver.
Yes.
So even though it's her birthday, she's giving away 4 different pieces of artwork. And in order to be in for a chance to win that, all you have to do is spend £50. And you'll be entered into that draw, and we'll announce the winners next week.
Perfect.
Because Barb's got to choose the artwork.
Yes,
and she's not back until Monday afternoon. So.
Okay, so
I mean, look at that. Just that on its own. If we lift it up again, Louise, that frame is like an optical illusion, but you've got
it's all entwined.
Layer after layer after layer.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, so that would be how Linda brings in the artwork.
Okay.
What I thought I'd show you now is a little bit of white work. So as you can see, Linda's started off.
Get rid of that.
Move that a little bit. Move that completely out.
There
we go. Move that
now this type of white work here, we covered in our 1, 2, 3 white work courses, didn't we?
We did. Yes, the white work.
The shadow embossing.
That lovely shadow embossing, which you can choose, you know, whether you are a ball tool person or a shader person or a bit of both. I tend to sometimes use a bit of both most of the time. But yeah, so got a lovely little bit here. So you can use lightly a number 2 or a number 3, whichever you feel comfortable. If you can see it.
I'd go number 3 because I'm even with the number 2, I'm still quite heavy-handed.
I know I can be as well. But number 3 gives you, and you can still see it. You know, so I thought I'd just do a little bit of white work, and with that, I have my little
Pergamano embossing mat. Excellent. That'll have 20% off.
It will.
So if you're after your mat, I'm going to look at Louise's ingredients list to give you the product code for that. Let me find it. There we go, 70075.
Perfect. I'm just going to go over my tumble dryer sheet before I do my shadow embossing.
Zoom in on this.
There we go. So what I could do is I could actually show you, I've got the 4.5 millimeter there. So I can show, I'll show you with the ball tool, and then I do have a shader here as well. So I can show you the shaders. Difference.
Yeah. Okay.
And the shader, the 0.8 is now back in stock, isn't it?
It is indeed.
Which is always handy. Although all 3 sizes come in really handy.
Yeah.
So let me bring in my grid guard. Hello.
Steady Eddie.
Steady Eddie. And this is being created using the
it's the companion plate, isn't it?
Which comes in handy. So you've got these lovely elements, different elements. You can choose out of these
how you want to build your corner.
You know, do you want some little buds there, or do you want a larger flower there? So you can choose.
This is what Linda's great at. She takes that plate and all of a sudden she's built her own composition of flowers.
Yeah, so that's this one, I think. Obviously it's upside down. There.
Yeah.
That's that one. So you can choose what you want to use, which
in
is
those
always
corners.
handy. Yes. So I'm going to put my groovy card, my 4.5.
Yeah.
Move it over here a bit.
Come a little closer, Louise.
Come a little bit.
I don't bite. I've had breakfast.
Okay, so
you're just very gently flicking, aren't you?
Very, very gently. And the lovely thing about this mat is if you are heavy-handed, it comes in handy. And
also if you're light-handed as well, it really benefits as well.
I mean, I know a lot of people prefer to use this.
It's my safety net when it comes to white work, definitely.
So you can very, very lightly see the first layer. And I've added that little gap there because in Linda's lovely artwork, got that shadow embossing.
So this is where we got the shadow embossing effect, isn't it?
And so that would be my first layer.
Yeah.
So, and then you would build up.
I suppose by the time you've gone round once, you could potentially go back on straight away, couldn't you?
Yes. Yeah, once you've done all the corners with your shadow embossing. Okay. So that is the 4.5.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to bring in my shader tool, and I think this is the 1mm.
Okay.
It's not the biggest and it's not the smallest.
So it's got to be the one in the middle then.
The one in the middle. Exactly. The one in the middle.
It's Friday, Louise. I'll let you off.
Okay, thank you.
Let's try it on this camera.
Okay.
I'm going to reach over and zoom in on this one now. Go on. Stretch. You stay there. I'm going to go and move the camera. It's easier that way.
Oh, okay.
You stay there. The position that is comfortable for you. And I will refocus for you. There we go. If you want to put your hand down, and then where we're going to work. We're working in. Whoop. There we go. Working. I don't think I can come in. And that's it. As close as I can come.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yep. Right in the centre. Lovely, doubly. Okay. So I'm just with my shader. Again, just doing the same flicking motion.
Excuse me.
And then leaving that gap in the middle again.
Yeah.
And just move myself around. So if you want that lovely, elegant shadow embossing that Linda's created on this card, then it will take you a few layers to do. I mean, Linda, when she does her beautiful shadow embossing, she can do like 9 layers.
That's patience.
That is patience.
And years
playing the long game.
of dedicated of commitment to Pergamano. Doesn't take long to build up, does it? No. But for me, say when we've done these courses in the past, I've always said for me, if you want to do this, I personally find the shader tools better if I want to do something like this.
Yes, I prefer the shaders. However, I do use both of them. It just sometimes it just depends on my mood. I don't know why.
No, I get that, because sometimes if we're being creative, then sometimes if you're not in the right mindset, it can be more of a struggle.
Yes.
And then if you're in a different mindset, and all of a sudden it will just flow.
Yes.
So no, I totally get that, because I know back in the day when I first started crafting, sometimes it would just pour out and I'd have loads and loads of cards made. And then sometimes I think, I don't know where to start.
Yeah.
So I think it's that same principle, isn't it?
It is, yeah. So that would be after a few layers. I mean, that's just the first layer. So I would build up and build up and build up. And then it will
resemble something
like that. Obviously, which is great, but still good. There we go. So I wanted to show you as well. We don't need the pink mat anymore.
Okay.
Move that out of the way. Roll that up.
I remember doing this.
Yes.
This is something that I did back in the day because I wasn't comfortable with colour, so to speak.
No.
And when you look at what Barb does with her colouring in and what you see that Linda does with her colouring, I tend to just scribble on the back and hope that it looks nice. And it does. But when you look at that, have you got that finished piece of artwork from Linda?
Yes.
So if we have a look at that on the overhead, so when you see here where you've got that light, so Barb does the same thing, you've got that light going down this, and it's light here because the moon's coming in here.
Yes.
And you've got the darkness in the corner, and then you've got the darkness in the flowers. I thought, there's no way I can do that. I mean, most of that has been done on the back.
Yes.
Because Linda puts most of the colour on the back and then she refines it on the front with a really, really, really sharp pencil.
Yes.
And I remember thinking, I don't know where to start. So I had to practice. And it's like anything. You think, yeah, okay, I'll give it a go. So then what I did was I did this piece that Louise is about to show you, the comparisons. Because Linda's tended to work more with the Faber-Castell pencils because there's a wider colour palette.
Yes.
But at the time, we weren't selling. We did the big tins of the Faber-Castell, but they'd long sold out. But we've got our pergoliners. So I had to try and create a replica using the pergoliner pencils as opposed to using the Faber-Castell pencils. And you can see there's not much difference in the tones, is there?
No, on the black, you can't really see a difference. I mean, that was a slightly...
A bit of white underneath. I know it'll take away the... There we go.
Yeah, see, there's not really that much of a difference.
No.
At all. And both are nice.
Yeah. I mean, this was just to show a comparison between... depending on which pencils you had.
Yeah, so if you have the pergoliners, it's the B4 and B5.
Yeah.
And then for the Faber-Castell, we've got the ultramarine.
It's the 120 and the 140.
Yeah, ultramarine 120 and light ultramarine 140.
Now, they're in some of our spring, summer, autumn, winter collections, aren't they?
They are. So the light ultramarine is in our spring collection.
Yeah.
And then the ultramarine is in the winter collection.
Okay. Now, these won't be part of our Barb's birthday bash 20% discount because obviously they're products that we have to buy in.
Yes.
But I know many of you at home have already got these anyway.
So I thought I'll find one that's... I had it a minute ago.
Louise said there's so many different stages for this.
There are. I wanted to find a pagoda that hasn't been touched and not got the white work on. So there we go. So this is probably the one that you did.
That was probably the one. Yeah, let me just zoom out on that. Yeah, so that would have been the one that I would have demonstrated. But you can see, I just like this.
Yes.
The frame.
That would look lovely if you pico cut that, or even use the
semi-square.
Oh,
I'm all about speed, Louise.
Semi-square tool work.
I'm all about the speed.
Or craft knife.
I would use my craft knife, my Japanese craft knife. Yeah, to cut that. But that would have definitely have been the piece that I was showing the colouring technique.
Yes, so if we look on the, here it is. This more or less finished piece that Linda created with all of the colouring. So as you can see on the back as well, it's good to see things on the back.
Because it's always more vibrant on the back, isn't it?
It is, yeah. And you can see where Linda's layered all the colouring.
See, I'd have that as the front.
I know, wouldn't that be?
There's no rules.
There are no rules
To say that can't be the front.
Debossed with,
exactly. There's no rules to say that parchment has to be embossed. It can work just as beautifully debossed as well.
It can.
So if you're great at your colouring on the back of your parchment, unlike me where I just scribble it on and go for it. I mean, it's all about building it up anyway. No one's going to say, oh, you've got that back to front upside down.
No, exactly. Nobody's, you know.
So let's zoom in then and see what Louise is doing.
Okay. So I'm just using the darker colour right in the corners, like so. There we go. And then we're going to use the light colour. And there's nothing stopping you from, and then what you can do after is do a little bit of white in the middle. There's nothing stopping you from, you can layer up and layer up if you wanted to. If you didn't want to use dorso oil, you can lightly colour in and then just layer your colours on the front.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to get my sponge.
So the Colouring Essentials kit, that will be in Barb's birthday bash, 20% off. And that gives you your mix mats, it gives you your dorso oil, your dorso oil, spot-on sponges, double-ended eraser pencil, some blending nibs.
Yeah. Always useful. So now I'm just going to, now I've used the dorso oil on the inner section.
On the paler colour, yeah.
Yeah. I'm just going into the darker section and then just bringing it out a little bit.
See, I was really chuffed when I was doing those two comparisons between the pergola liner pencils and the polychromos.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I didn't trace those two pagodas out and just go straight in.
No.
I practiced first. All I did to practice was, you know, there's probably a technical name for it. One of these platforms, I only did one of the platforms, and I traced it out loads of times and practiced on it. That's how I managed to achieve and become happy with what I did.
Yeah.
And then I thought, right, okay, and I made sort of little notes as I was doing it, a little bit more of this, a little less oil, or etc., etc.
So what I'm using now is I'm just using a dry nib, no dorso oil on it.
Yeah.
Just to spread it a little bit better. So we've got a nice little layer there, and like you were saying, you can either go right back into it.
Question, okay, so it just come to me, as they often do. Is it better to allow because the parchment isn't moist with the dorso oil, but obviously it still needs to evaporate completely.
Yes.
So would you say you would get a better result by letting it evaporate completely for about 10 minutes or so?
Yeah. And
then going back in?
I would, yes. I think that's a good idea. And then, however, it doesn't stop you from then coming onto the front.
Yeah.
Scary. And what you can do is get a sharpened pencil.
And this is where it's key, isn't it? It has, especially in those little detailed areas.
Yes. So I would come in.
So you're going in with the lighter one first.
Lighter one first, yeah. And I'm just ever so lightly flicking. A bit like how you do with your embossing tools.
Yeah.
Just make sure that it's sharp because you don't want to go on
the white line.
On the white line.
See, I call that tickling the parchment.
Yeah.
With that light pressure. It's always good to tickle the parchment.
Does it laugh?
I don't know. It makes me laugh.
And then just in the corner, I'm just flicking just the tiniest little bit.
And that's now with the darker one.
This is with the darker one, just the ultramarine.
So you can see the difference already between that bottom layer, even though we're on the black, with that bottom layer and the lighter one at the top.
Yeah, and you can build the colour as well. You can build as much as you want. So you've got, again, with we use the pergoliners now, just to, because a lot of us have.
So I know with the pergoliners, I know there's no plans currently no plans to restock those. That's why we've gone down the polychromo road. And so I know we've only got a handful of the complete sets left. Yeah. The pencils are available individually as well, but some of those have started to run out individually as well.
Right.
And this is also where a brush comes in handy, doesn't it?
Yes.
Rather than sort of blow. Or flick.
This is what I'm like at home.
It's fine at home.
Yeah.
Nobody's watching. Oh dear.
Oh, Paul, you should have told me people were watching.
What do you think? We're just having a little chit chat, a little crafty hour.
It's party time.
It is party time indeed. Seeing this is so effective, and when you look at the finished piece from Linda, and it's worth spending, especially on this, because they're small pieces, and you could do this in any color tone. I think the white though gives it that porcelain look, doesn't it?
Yes.
But you could do this in pinks, you could do it in reds, you could do it, you know what was also, I don't know whether it was ever done, I'm sure it would have been, shades of grey.
Yes.
So like with
Payne's grey.
The different shades of grey.
Yeah.
So that would be, and it would give it more of like a sketchy look, wouldn't it?
Yeah, Payne's grey, light grey. We've got different greys.
Yeah, in the essentials.
Yeah. So they would be perfect for like that monochrome.
Yeah.
Look. So I just wanted to finish off. I wanted to show you the difference between, how you choose colours behind it, because this one, for example, it's nice.
So that's using a dark blue, and that's
a dark
from Shenandoah, or is that Indian Summer?
I don't know.
Don't know. It's from one of them. It's
Shenandoah.
Because Linda used from 2 different pads.
Yes. So she's probably one is from one and
one's from the other. Yeah.
But just have a look at how it just looks gorgeous on this lovely light blue, doesn't it?
And another tip, it's a tip or a trick that Linda came up with. Sometimes when you're working with something like this, and you want to just enhance the white work slightly, you take a piece of clear parchment.
Yes.
And what the clear parchment does is it sort of like diffuses the colour from behind, but intensifies the parchment. And you wouldn't have thought just another piece of parchment, but you can see there already it's made the parchment whiter.
It has.
Hasn't it? Exactly. So that's always another good way of, if you want your white work to really jump out, depending on the colours that you're using, it's you just cut it to exactly the same size. You haven't got to do anything with it. It just becomes another layer.
Yes.
Because if you put white paper underneath, you lose all the white.
Yeah.
Because you think, I'll put white behind it to bring the colour out. But it brings the colour out, but then it loses the white.
It does.
Excuse me. Right, I think we should choose a winner.
Yes.
Our first winner of Barb's birthday bash. So I'm going to jump over to the chat room and say, all these party. Goodness me. Right, okay. Scroll back. Right, I think I'm at the beginning of party. Wow, thank you very much for partying with us this morning. Okay, I'm at the top, so I'm now going to turn around and Louise. No, I'm going to stop because Louise is looking. She'll see, and I'm going to stop. And the winner is Jane McDowell. So congratulations, Jane. If you would like to send me an email, which is paul@claritystamp.com, and let me know which course you would like to take part in. Alternatively, you can give the office a call on the number below, which is 01732 868 215. And either whoever answers the phone, it could be Sue, it could be Louise, or it could be Pete. Just let them know that you won the 10 o'clock giveaway, and I'm sure you may have an account already. So I'll have a look, but I will need confirmation that, because there could be more than one than Jane was out. So, and then we will get that sorted for you. So thank you for joining us this morning. We'll have something different to give away this afternoon at 2. I'll let Louise choose something at 2, because Gilly chose, it was Gilly's idea about the courses.
Nice.
Which I thought was a great idea. So Louise can think about the giveaway this afternoon at 2 o'clock. Then the Barb's birthday bash with 20% off runs until midnight on Monday.
Perfect.
And then if you spend £50 or more, say today, I mean, you haven't got to buy every day, but if you buy today and you spend more than £50, then you'll automatically be entered into a free prize draw with a chance to win a signed piece of Barb's artwork. It could be a card, it could be a topper, it could be a canvas board, something that Barb's created that she will sign, and that you will be in a chance to win that. What else have we got? We've got double points on the product of the month if you pop one of those in your basket. We've got the 67% off on the sticker books.
Yeah.
I think that's everything. Well, there's plenty there, isn't
I know,
there?
it's enough to be getting on with.
Absolutely. So thank you for keeping us company this morning. Hopefully you can join us this afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your morning, and we will see you again very soon. Thank you.